we'll take questions for the student athletes and let them go, and then questions for coach.
Yeah, tonight, disappointing part for me was that our offense shot making wasn't going the way we wanted, and I thought it impacted our ability to defend at the level that we work on and the habits that we build every day. And I know with our group, there's going to be nights where, you've got to be able to play through that. And I thought our defense waned at times, and that put us in a challenging spot. Now, in the end, when it was 56-53, we found a way to get the stops we needed. The two guys here with me had some elite finishes to get the energy back going, but we have a higher standard based on what we do every day of how we're going to play. Regardless who we're playing against, we're trying to get better every day as our team, and fortunate to come out with a win, but we've got some work to do.
Questions for the student athletes? If you grab a mic first.
Isaiah, what can be done about the three-point shooting?
Reps, getting in the gym, and just working on it. And then when you're in the game, trusting that work and make sure that we're taking the right ones, the ones that are in rhythm, the ones off of kickouts when we get that initial penetration, not settling for long bombs and stuff like that. So taking the right ones and then just working and trusting it.
Tyrese, I'm not going to ask you the same question, but I'll ask you about the 8 turnovers after averaging, 21 and a half or something like that through the first 2 games? Only 8. What are your thoughts about that?
Just being us. I feel like that's us. And tonight we showed you guys that we can take care of the ball. The first few games, we got out of our principles and, not playing on 2 feet and, just turning the ball over. So I feel like getting in the gym yesterday and today just, keeping in the back of our head that, just take care of the ball and, we get more possessions.
Isaiah, you got a rebound. I think it was Tyrese's 3 there late and then got the dunk. Did that feel like that was a momentum-shifting play for you guys? Because felt like it was maybe teetering a little bit at that moment.
Yeah, I definitely feel like it was a big momentum boost for us for sure. Because like you said, the 3-pointers weren't going down. So I went up, grabbed it, and there was nobody there. So I definitely wanted to put some emphasis on it and just really try to pull away. I knew it was late in the game.
Tyrese, what was it like for you to be able to put an exclamation point on things with that steal and dunk late?
It felt good. Actually, when he got his dunk, I thought in my head, like, it'd be cool if I get one. So it came to me. So, it's 2 points. So we got the and 1, 3. It was a momentum shift for sure.
Was it as cool as you had hoped?
Yeah, when I got the ball, like, is this real? Yeah, for sure.
Tyrese, I'm curious, what is your mindset when, you guys are in the open court and you're trying to look down court to help your teammates?
Just trust my instincts. I feel like I trust them a lot. I know myself. I know somebody step up and make the right play. So I feel like just be me. I don't overthink, So just being me in the open floor.
Isaiah, you heard your coach here talk about how he felt like you guys didn't play up to your standard defensively, but you still held them to 60 points, I think 0.8 points per possession. What does that tell you about where he thinks you guys can go defensively?
Coach has a lot of faith in us defensively, just faith in guys on the ball, and then even more so faith in our ability to rotate, our ability to help the next man. So that's really a lot of what our defense is predicated on. It's just really being there for the man next to you.
You guys were able to speed them up, I think, late in the first half where they had a bunch of turnovers that you turned into baskets. Is that how you guys envision where you can be at your best?
Yeah, definitely. We feel like we're at our best when we're running and when we're in the open floor because we have a lot of guys who can run and finish, and then we also got guys that are going to run and get those kickouts and dagger threes and stuff like that. So we definitely want to get out.
Anything further for the student athletes? All right, guys, thank you.
All right, thank you.
Good job.
Questions for coach?
DJ, where's your fine line? Emphasize defensive practice, and the shootings is a little bit haywire. Is there you switch around for a while and emphasize offense shooting?
For our group, we're going to continue to emphasize all the winning things, and for us, what it can be is a defense that sets the tone with ball pressure, turns people over. We've turned our opponents over, I think, over 20 times a game. That's not by chance. That's by design. We take charges. We speed people up. and then we rotate. At times tonight, we didn't do that as well. So, again, when I look at who we can be a really good defensive team that if we value the ball and get the right shots, we'll knock them down. I just felt like sometimes we settled a little bit early in the possession, and then we got out of rhythm. So when you're out of rhythm, now you're second guessing every shot from the perimeter. So I've got confidence in our guys. They'll make those shots night in and night out. But when you start 0 for 8 or whatever we did, 0 for 9, then it starts getting in everybody's head. So I'm not worried about that moving forward.
You mentioned doing the winning things, and the 2 plays I asked these guys about. How big were those, and to get winning plays from one of your most experienced players and maybe one of your most important players?
Well, I'd say with Isaiah, he has the ability at any point to just impose his will on the game, whether it's guarding the basketball, getting a rebound, finishing at the rim, and man, what a big-time offensive rebound and finish. I mean, when we really needed it, I think it was, we took it was Tyrese take a early 3, and Zay had his back and came up and got it. Isaiah's he's a terrific player. He's a competitor. He's a winner. He's got a lot of toughness. He does a lot of winning things. To have 13 rebounds from the guard position says a lot about him. So it was a big play, and we needed it, and I'm glad that Tyrese thought it would also be cool if he got a dunk too, because we needed that one as well.
For Tyrese, how much were you guys riding the wave tonight? Because obviously he had plays like that, great stat line, but I thought maybe late some of the decision-making was probably not what you were looking for offensively.
Yeah, for Tyrese, it's been really interesting because we have a lot of confidence in his ability, and he's going to continue to improve. And he's gotten, we're playing against 3 teams already. It's zone, man, zone, switching, 2-3, 2-2-1. And so he's seeing so many different looks. And even though that's new for him, and obviously people are looking at us and saying, hey, they have a freshman point guard, and they're not very experienced at that position, let's try to make them play against a lot of different things defensively. And there's times where certainly we could make better decisions, but we've got all the trust and confidence in the world in Tyrese, and he and I spend a lot of one-on-one time together watching film and game management. And I'll tell you this, when you care as much as he does and you want to win as badly as he does, he's going to continue to take huge strides forward and make sure we close out games better.
Where is your concern level at, I guess, that teams will continue to sit so far back in those zones? I mean, there are times they had 5 guys in the paint the majority of the game.
Yeah, that's something that people have to do whatever they think is in their best interest to beat us. Who we will be is we'll impose our will defensively and pressuring the basketball and turning them over, and then we can be effective in transition. So regardless of whatever defense they play, whether it's zone, they pack it in, I'm not as worried about that. I'm more worried about our attention to detail defensively, setting the tone, getting out in transition, because when we're able to do that, we're a pretty electric team, and that's going to be the standard and what I demand from them every day. And regardless of what defense they play in the half court, or if they pack it in or they pressure us or whatever they do, I'm going to put confidence in our guys to make the right plays when they present themselves.
2 things on the turnovers. Why were they able to cut them down so much today? And then 1 in the first half, 7 in the second. Is that at all concerning, or is that a young, or not young, but team that hasn't played together a lot, playing in a tight game down the stretch?
Yeah, I mean, the start of the first question was what? I apologize.
How were you able to cut down from 20 plus to 8 overall?
Probably because they're so sick of listening to their coach every single day, harp on toughness with the ball, play off 2 feet, physicality, catch with 2, pass with 2, snap your pass. That may or may not have been the entire pregame talk was about valuing the ball and ball toughness. So I think that's got to be something that we really take to heart every night. It can't just be one game. To start the second half, we were just, we were careless. Tyrese picked up that third. Trey's been so good for us when he comes in and calming us down. Probably didn't have that same effect tonight, so I felt like we had, Tristan tried to hit Gabe on the 1, then Trey had the 2, and we had 3 turnovers right away there to start that second half to give them a little bit of momentum. So everybody, when they come in the game, they've just got to have a very intentional way about them. Trey has done that for us up to this point, and so we'll trust him to do that moving forward. But we've got to continue to have that emphasis. It's got to be ball pressure, rebounding effort, and ball toughness. And if we do that every night, put all that together, it's going to look pretty good out there.
Going back to the multiple defenses you guys are facing every game, and if it's because Tyrese is a freshman. Can that help him down the road? Because he's seeing all of them now. He's getting used to them. I imagine that's something that could help him down the road.
Yeah, Tyrese is all character, all toughness, winner. He's going to be one of those players for our program that continues to impose his will and his work ethic every day to make our program successful. He has so much pride in how he plays. He cares so much about his teammates. I know that any adversity that he has, he's going to bounce back better for it. In fact, I'm not sure that there's been players I can count on that I've been fortunate enough to coach that bounce back quickly to the next play to the degree that he does. So we're fortunate to have him. As much as we don't want to have the adversity in the moment, we know that he's going to get better as a result of it, and I'm excited to see that continued progress.
We'll take one last question here in the second round.
It seems like you guys weren't shooting as many threes in the second half. I think you had 9 as opposed to 11 in the first half. Was that a conscious adjustment that you made at halftime to kind of get better looks in the paint and, closer to the basket?
So because we took 2 more?
Well, no, it just seemed like you were getting better shots in the second half.
No, I'm just giving you a hard time. Hey, look, I got to trust our guys to make the right play and the right shot when it presents himself. What we told our guys at halftime is somebody's got to be the one to get in the paint for us. Somebody's got to drive the ball off 2 feet, try to collapse that defense, and then whatever the play is, it is. And so if that meant a guy cutting on the backside and we got him on a cut, if it meant a frontline guy moving on penetration, and if it meant a kick out 3. Again, there's guys out there that have made a lot of shots in their college career. Gabe Kelcher, Caleb Grill, Trey Jackson, Isaiah. There's a lot of them out there, and they'll make those shots. So, we just wanted to get to the paint and have physicality to our offense first and not take that 3 that presents itself early in the clock.